Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome to Let's Play Peach's Fury. We're playing yet another Super Mario 64 ROM hack today. This time around, another ROM hack based around Bowser's Fury, which was the Mario game released for the Nintendo Switch. Very similar to the last game we played here in the Mario 64 world, Mario's Vacation Course. I'm noticing a trend so far with these Mario 64 ROM hacks, taking some inspiration from Bowser's Fury. But this game here was made by Kays. Specifically, this was made for Simple Flip's crossover themed level competition. This ROM hack, as Kays puts it, features a complete refactoring of the Super Mario 64 code. This allows this game to run higher poly mapping on real N64 hardware, along with being able to run at 60 frames per second. Peach's Fury is a very impressive game here from the sounds of things, pushing the N64 to its absolute limits. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Peach's Fury. So immediately the first thing we're going to want to do is, we could go in front of us here, talk to Peach, but she scares me. I'm going to go over to the castle, and over here, we got a sign that we can go ahead and interact with. This game was created to showcase my new RTYI optimizations. I've edited the entire Super Mario 64 source code for this. The Super Mario 64 decomp was a huge help in this, as it allows me to efficiently edit all of Mario 64's code. I applied the newest N64 knowledge so that levels are rendered up to 5 times faster than in the original game. It features a new camera, polished physics, and can run up to 60 FPS even on real N64. That was a nice little developer note here from Kays himself. Sounds like this game is really pushing the N64 to its limits, thanks to the help of the Decomp project. Mario, you lard! You really got wasted and used up all my money to order pizza and pasta! You're in debt, little man. You owe me at least 25 stars. Buzz off and work. Yes ma'am, I'm on my way. I'm going immediately over here to take care of the Goomba infestation that's near the castle. I hope this will be good for you. That little joke aside, yes, we want to come over to this island here first, full of Goombas. Take these all out, and by doing so, we'll be able to spawn our very first star here in the game. So that is the Goomba Isle completed. So, before we go any further, I actually want to go ahead and pause the game here to show, for one, we have hints here in Peach's Fury, and our current hint says where the red bird roosts. So, we can see across from us here on the pause screen, there's some red birds off in the distance, so now we have an idea where we should go. If you press the Z or the R button here on the pause screen, we have ourselves a plethora of different options we can mess with. We can change how the camera's inverted on both the X and the Y axis. This game does feature an auto-rotating camera that will follow Mario at all times, and if you're not a fan of that, you can always turn this on or off. And then we have the unlimited FPS option. Turning this off, we will now see Peach's Fury is running in 30 frames per second, which is what Super Mario 64 was originally designed for on the N64. So, turning on the unlimited FPS option allows this game to run upwards to 60 frames per second, which is really impressive for an N64, but mind you, if you're playing this on original hardware, the game may not run at a locked solid 60 frames per second and might fluctuate rapidly just because of the hardware itself not being able to fully render every single frame. I am playing on an emulator, so this won't be a problem for us. But here, I want to go ahead and destroy these blocks, and under a very specific one, we found a star in that said sandcastle. So that is our second star. Now I want to jump on this flower, which will propel Mario forward here to where the red birds are located. We get close to these said birds, they drop a red coin. So, if you played Super Mario 64, you're familiar with this mechanic. You want to go ahead and collect all of the red coins here, because collecting 8 red coins will spawn a star. So, let's go ahead, grab ourselves the last red bird up above here, and sure enough, we got ourselves a power star here. Got ourselves a good amount of coins from doing that too, and I definitely want to collect as many coins as possible, as I have a sneaking suspicion that there is a 100 coin star in this game, so we're going to want to collect as many coins as we can. Here we're going to be wall jumping, but notice here Mario slides down the wall in Peach's Fury. So the wall jumps in Peach's Fury are more based around newer Mario games compared to the original wall jumping from Super Mario 64 being a lot less forgiving. Now we got the sliding styled wall jumps, which are featured in games like Super Mario 64, the Galaxy games, Mario Odyssey and such, so that's a much better wall jumping mechanic in my opinion, especially for beginners. So very happy about that set change, but we got ourselves another star on the top of this birdhouse, and these mushrooms here, as we can see, these purple mushrooms send you sky high, so want to go ahead and climb up, and that was a very interesting interaction there because we got crushed on the way down, which that's a new one. But if you do fall from too high up or fall in the water, there's no lives here in Peach's Fury. In fact, there's no health in this game either. So if you end up dying in any fashion, you'll just return to last solid ground that you were standing on. Don't worry about experimenting too much here in the game. It's very forgiving. Here we got a star hidden in this little crawl spot, so we can just go ahead, crawl through the crawl space area and get ourselves a star. Here, want to wall jump around, but we don't have to wall jump through this whole section because we can easily just run across on the very top. And now we can grab ourselves this star up here on the Lonely Island. Making a lot of progress here so far. We already got ourselves 7 stars, which is pretty impressive. Got ourselves some coins on the way down before we just ended up squishing Mario, but again, not that big of a deal, because anytime you fall on solid ground for too long or you fall into water, you can see we're perfectly fine. Did you know you can press B during a ground pound to do a big dive in any direction? Ooh, interesting. So what you're telling me is if, say, I wall jump off this wall, I can ground pound, press the B button, and then dive over to our Pyramid Pillar star. That is a really cool mechanic that is from Bowser's Fury. So, you ground pound and dive to get yourself extra momentum, and you can also turn around in the air to go a different direction. That's not the only mechanic from Bowser's Fury. You can go ahead, ground pound the ground, and when you do that, you can immediately get a jump after the ground pound. That is going to be a lot higher up, too. That's another mechanic that's from Bowser's Fury that you don't really know about in this game, because they don't really tell you that. But we got ourselves into a secret area here with an 8-bit pipe. So we want to go ahead, traverse this area here. No need to worry about falling, because if you do, you just respawn back in the pipe. But making your way through this entire section, you get yourself a star on the top of the 8-bit clouds. So there you go. Nice little secret area, all completed. Ooh, I see a star down below there. I'll have to keep that in mind for later. But for now, I want to stay here on this island because on top of these windmill sections, a lot of different things that we can interact with. For one, a light here on the ground. If we ground pound this said light, inside houses a star. So let's go ahead and collect the glowing island star. And from here, we want to continue forward and climb on top of the windmills themselves. Using the red bounce pads, we can go straight to the very top here of each and every single one of these windmills. Which we want to do that because heading up to the very top area here, as we can see, we got ourselves another star on top of the windmill heights. From here, I want to go ahead and fall down, not that far. I want to fall down just a bit here so we can get onto that said ship, because I can see that there is a star right at the top. Okay, that's the new one. Sure, found a bug. Maybe let's not replicate that bug this time. I kind of want to fall down below and not become a QA tester. So here we want to go ahead and activate a switch which spawns a bunch of blocks. Use those blocks to climb to the top of the Ghost Lookout. That's another star, and I do see another one here that we can easily get. On top of this rock, got a glowing spot. We know what that means from before. Ground pound the ground around us, and then from here, we get ourselves a star on top of the glowing rock. Doing pretty good. I already got 13 stars, so that's a good amount of the stars already collected in this game. Only got a few more left. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves some more coins down below here and climb up to the top of this structure, which looked like it could have been a volcano from the distance. So, gonna be careful of all the fire around us, but also be careful of the lava. Grab yourself that star on top of the volcano, making for a nice 14. Go ahead, turn the camera here with the R button. Now, notice when we paused the game, we didn't have any options to mess around with the camera here outside of the inverted axis, along with other options like the whole auto rotate thing. In Mario 64, you would have other camera options to work with, say the Lakitu Cam, Mario Cam, and even a free camera option. Those are absent in this game. There is no Mario Cam, but you can hold the R button, which will center the camera behind Mario, basically acting as the same thing. So while we don't directly have a Mario Cam, we basically have a Mario Cam. It's just not called the same thing. Go ahead and jump up above here where this Goomba is. Stomp the Goomba. And from here, I'm going to turn the camera. There's nothing behind us. But I do see in front of us here a very, very big pit that houses a star on the other side. So go ahead, wall jump our way over to the other side here and grab ourselves a star in this 8-bit underground section. That is it for the 8-bit sections referencing the original Super Mario Bros. On the Nintendo Entertainment System. Jumping out of the pipe, I did see something off in the corner of my eye, so I'm going to want to go ahead and make my way over to this mountain at some point, as we can see. But we'll focus on that later. For now, I'm going to head back over to where this flower was located from before, and we're going to jump across the water here to this platform. Right next to the ghost ship is a cannon, so we can use this cannon to shoot our way back up above, and I can see some stuff across this rainbow bridge area. So let's shoot our way all the way to the top here where the windmill's located and head across the rainbow road. Here we got ourselves a new power in the game. This is the cloud power-up from Super Mario Galaxy 2. In order to use the cloud to climb up here to the said star that we just got, you want to go ahead and press the A button again in the air. This will form a cloud under Mario's feet. And you can use this cloud to traverse around this area with relative ease. And you can even do this outside of things like a long jump, a slide, and just in general, use the said cloud power to save yourself from any bad situation here in the game. So, really, really interesting power to put into Mario 64. I thought it was a really, really cool inclusion to have this modded into the game. But from here, we want to go ahead and collect ourselves some silver stars, because if you played any Mario game that these are featured in, say the Galaxy games or even Super Mario 64 DS, where they were first introduced, 5 silver stars will form a power star. So there you go, 17 stars. We only got a handful left, so let's go ahead and collect those stars. And another one's right here. If we run around on this merry-go-round, we can see in the center, it's glowing, which that means that there's a star on the said Mario go-round. Nice little play of words. Before we go any further, I want to head back up the Rainbow Road here and grab myself another cloud power, because this is going to be useful for us to get over to this red ship we see across the distance. So let's go ahead and board Bowser's ship. Use this flower to propel ourselves over to where Bowser's ship is located. And here, if you ground pound this specific barrel, you'll find yourself a star aboard Bowser's aircraft. So there you go. Simple little star. And we can use the cloud power to get back to the cloud area we were just at. Here, I'm going to turn my camera a little bit and head over to this purple island full with nothing but chuck-yas. Go ahead and chuck the chuck-yas, and as we destroy them, I want to grab their coins, because we're getting closer at this point to 100 of them. So we definitely want to go ahead and be careful at this point, but also grab as many coins as we can along the way. Gonna chuck you. Wait for the air chucks to make his move. Grab him. Chuck him. And that is it. All 3 Chuck-yas are defeated. By doing that, you'll form a star on top of Chuck-ya Isle. I had to grab these coins. And from here, I want to head up this said area, but I gotta be careful because I just kind of burned a cloud trying to get on top. That is just kind of a thing you can do if you spam long jumps using the cloud power. You can easily use it by accident, and that's exactly what happened there. Follow my lead. Blue, pink, purple, orange, red, green, yellow. And don't leave the hexagons. I see, so this is some sort of puzzle, huh? We got a bunch of different colors here, and we're already on the first one. So this is blue. We want to step on pink, then on purple. Then from here, we want to step on the orange one, which is a lot further away. Then the red one, but our next one, the green, is way over in the distance. Now with the cloud power, we can make this easier by forming a cloud under our feet, or we can do a triple jump into a midair dive and hit the green. Then from here, hit the yellow, and that will form a power star. There you go, simple little puzzle. But that gives you the star on the hexagon puzzle island. So now with that star collected, let's go ahead and fall down here on top of the rainbow bridge. And from here, let's go ahead and make our way across this little cannon area. Yar, matey! There's a treasure map hidden on my ghostly ship. Would you like to find it? It's at the tip of my ship. Ooh, okay, so there's some kind of treasure aboard a said pirate ship. Ooh, I'll have to keep that in mind. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and get the star that is just right below us here. And unfortunately, I used my cloud power trying to set up for it, so now it's gonna be a little bit harder to get it. I can always go back for another cloud power, but we're right here. We're just gonna go ahead and fall down into this little crevice and grab ourselves a star inside of the canyon hole. Let's go ahead and long jump our way back up to the top here, because I see that there is a star on top of Peach's castle. So I'm definitely wanting to get over there and grab that said star. But first things first, I wanna grab this little structure here, which acts as a zip line. And with that, we can zoom all the way back over to this island we were on earlier that gave us a star inside of a crawl space. And now we can jump on top of this said blimp looking structure and climb on top of Peach's said castle and grab ourselves the power star on top of Peach's castle's flag. There you go, 2 more stars left. Fall down below here, grab ourselves some more coins, and that forms a 100 coin star. So all we have left at this point is this said treasure that we are being told about. And now we can even see it here on the pause screen. Our current hint is for our final star, the pirate treasure hunt. So let's go ahead and get on that said hunt for the treasure. After we take a quick swim. Go ahead, jump our way over. Use the said mushroom to get a lot of extra height and speed too. That mushroom really sends you flying. All right, we're back here on the pirate ship now, so let's go ahead. And as that sign said from the canyon area, ground pound here, right at the tip of the ship. Sure enough, there's something here, but it's not treasure, it's another sign. The smaller flower field. All right, well, unfortunately, if I knew that ahead of time, I could have done something in the flower field before I came to the pirate ship. So, guess we're going back over to the flower field then. Took a little bit of the long way when you really think about it, but this is fine. We're already basically there anyways. Peach's Fury is not terribly big in terms of both the length of the game, as it only has 25 stars in total, but also the overworld itself. But it's a nice short yet sweet ROM hack in my opinion. Still not treasure, this is yet another sign. The lowest of the pillars. Do you mean these pillars over here, perhaps? Well, I guess there's only one way to find out. Let's go over to that said small pillar and ground pound right in the middle. And sure enough, there is our power star. And with that, we have all the stars in Peach's Fury. We can even see that by pausing the game. We can see the current hint says that there are no more stars. So that is it. That is everything in Peach's Fury. But one thing to note about this pirate star is that you don't need any of these hints to actually grab this said star in question. If you know where the star is located, you can immediately come over to the smallest pillar here in Peach's Fury, ground pound that said pillar, and get the star without having to do any of the hunting for it. So keep this in mind if you're wanting to play through this game as fast as possible. But now that we got ourselves that said star in question to make 25 in total, let's fly our way over to where Peach is located here next to her castle and turn in those 25 stars. At least you paid your debts, but you're still not off the hook. Before I forgive you, you need to go and subscribe to Casey, man, you are. Teehee. And with that little plug, that is it for Peach's Fury. We can see when we beat the game, we have a total time of how long we played down to the individual frame count too. So we played for a total of 20 minutes, 49 seconds, and 27 frames. So if you want to try to beat this game faster than this, then go for it. I recommend people to play this regardless, but you can easily replay this game and try to get a fast time to brag to your said friends. But that is it for Peach's Fury. Shout out to Kaze and everyone else who was involved in this project, as Peach's Fury turned out great. It's a short little game, but it's a very fun ride from start to finish, and I enjoyed my time thoroughly throughout playing this game, and I hope you at home enjoyed watching this said video. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.